Welcome to today's video. Welcome. We are going to get right into it, and we're going to be starting with karma cards. Karma cards. We're going to be reading first the energies of the video. See what, I guess more than anything, what the direction of message we are going in. Welcome. I am by hobby right now a tarot and oracle reader, and I really just connect with the divine, with building a future that is more authentic, and it's about the whole self-acceptance and then being able to have an easier time accepting what is outside of you. So, welcome. We're going to be starting with the sign cards. Alright. We have Leo in the sign of Leo, leadership, the creativeness of do what you want to and. Okay? And then the house. I don't know if the color yellow has been popping up for you, but if it has, definitely talking about self-esteem, decision making. Ooh. When I said that, it landed over the sign card, so decision making, your faith, hidden tendencies, large institutions, or overwhelming events in the 12th house. Right? So we're talking about energy of the 12th house as well. I'm getting something of making decisions when it comes to, there is a cat who is, Leia, show yourself, the people need to see you. Hold on, y'all, you need to see this. Show yourself. This is who is moving and causing the earthquake for y'all, just so you know. One second. Oh my, Leia. I can't though, she's so cute. My goodness, it's just like that, okay? What just happened right there and what you just saw is what you're going through, okay? That's the energy we're dealing with. We're dealing with some pretty intense, and it's more so energy of others wanting to, because what Leia was really wanting to do was see outside, and she is, I totally get where she's coming from, and it's like something of not being frustrated, not getting so wrapped up in your frustration that you become it. I'm getting, because the matter that it's kind of where you need to be dealing with this matter, like how to deal with it is to let go. Like that's what to do with it. When it comes to especially matter of the mind, I'm getting thoughts specifically on how to move forward when it comes to having creativity be a very forefront when it comes to finances and riches and fortune. I'm getting fortune favors the bold. Ooh, okay, so we have, for planets, we have Sun, the creation of, the gaining of respect for or from things brought to light or life. creation, taking over control, something about going off on your own. It's like you being, okay, there's like a blue jay. I would say that's pretty significant what I just said, y'all. Okay. This whole going out into the unknown on your own, not being associated, I'm getting, with anyone. Something about, oh my gosh, I so get it. Okay, it's like when you go and you do something and you're the first person in your community, people around you, to do it, like in local community. And it's something about where I'm getting that the like teacher for you to really rely on in those moments where you're more of a student and you're like, you don't have enough experience to really know what's up. Because I'm getting that with a lot of experience, you'll know what's up. But there's something about allowing yourself to do, even if you don't know and you know you're going to mess up, but there's something about allowing yourself to know that no matter what, it's like you're on the path of gold. Like you already have reached gold level. I don't know why, but yeah. I'm seeing a woodpecker also in a tree across from me. So we have Jupiter, the granting of blessings from good fortune. Like it's like, okay, so I did seasonal work in Yellowstone, and this is a job where you would have it for like, I don't know, the summer, the season of summer, I guess. And so, for me, it was kind of the first time that I've ever done something like that. When I did it, but also with my entire family, really. Like with my family, and really a lot of people in my community, it's like people kind of stay connected close to home. And there's something about, you're someone who makes home wherever you go. And I'm getting that's what you're getting reintroduced with, the energy of. That's the kind of direction that I'm getting is needing to be played out. Okay, so I'm getting, it's like, how would I put this? Doing things, okay. Doing things where it's like in an environment that you know about, that you're like aware about, you're aware of, I'm getting something of like who runs the place or something, but there's something about how you also know how to have use of this place without having this place be tied to you. I'm getting like it's like some kind of community place, and there's something about it's useful being in this community place, and it's also useful to know what it is that you like, what is the direction of your prerogative? I don't really know. Prerogative? What is the direction of your, like what? Oh my gosh, it's right there! Ah, it's the woodpecker. I really want to show you. I just can't flip my camera. It's so pretty. Oh well. It's really gorgeous. Oh, okay, I get it. I had a little like, whoa. So, I'm getting that it's really, really crucial to not tie yourself even to your desires and let it play out. It's like making a birthday wish. Before you blow out the candles, you make a wish, right? It's kind of like that. Maybe I'm getting something of like, before you go out and about, before you even interact with people the day of, right? You're going into interactions. Set yourself up in a direction where you're good at. It's something about, you have to get yourself to that place though. That's the whole, I'm getting, moving your body, moving your mind, moving your whole, something about moving your like physical, using your physical body in the movement, and also allowing your emotional body to be heard, your mental body to be heard, your spiritual body to be heard, right? Allowing yourself to be heard so that you know also I'm getting what's up, like what's up where you're at. Because I'm getting a lot of allowing the outside to redirect you to, well, I want to say redirect, but I'm kind of getting that it's like kind of not saying you're not trying, because like this is something that I'm getting, it's something you have to work up into in terms of getting your mindset to a place where you're not influenced by the outside. It's more of an observing, so that you can see where within you is causing blockages, obstacles, unnecessary chaos also, right? Because it's something about, you don't know what you're being tied to, or you don't know what you're tied to a lot of, but you're aware of the feeling of frustration of being tied to these things, right? And there's something about, it's not really your job to figure out what it is that you're tied to, but just to untie yourself. Every single day, choosing to release all the past matter within you, no matter what it is, allowing it to go into the unknown with love for you and for all of existence. And that's it. Now you, in the present moment, have that space of peace of knowing you're good inside. You did your job for the day. You know what I mean? There's something about, it's kind of like your job. Like this, you know how people talk about like parenthood is a job, or like being an entrepreneur is a job, and going to therapy is a job. Like there's so many jobs, right? Life is a job. Like it takes work to get to a place where you're like, I love my life, right? But this is for you to do it for yourself, to get to that place, because you are getting to a place where you are going to say to yourself, one day you're going to stop and be like, I really, really love my life. Like I really love me. And it's something where it's like you feel okay about it, because you know what? There are a lot of people that don't feel okay even saying that. Like they feel like they don't deserve to feel good, right? When there's so much crud and stuff happening in the world, yes, right? But there's something about the whole feeling like it's selfish to acknowledge the good in your life that is what is also preventing you from seeing even more of the good within you that is of life. It's the catch-22, because I'm getting that the reasons why you don't feel like you should feel good about your life is coming from outside other people's opinions, other people's perception of how a person should live. And let me just say, no one should tell anyone how to live. And I hope during my readings I don't seem like I'm telling you what to do or whatever, but more so like this is all just suggestion, all a guide. Like you are the creator of your life, okay? You have the creator energy within you. Like, you are literally the embodiment of the creator. And when it comes to the feeling like you're not worthy enough, like you haven't done enough for the world to, I guess more than anything, for you to acknowledge the good in your life, that's what needs attention in your life, interestingly enough. Like, you have done more than enough to pat yourself on the back, to treat yourself to something that normally maybe you wouldn't, right? But something about allowing yourself to show yourself that you really do deserve it. And I am getting also, you could see how in the time in the morning and at night, just kind of, it's like for you. Like, this is a treat for you as well. It's not something that's always going to be like a job and something that you're always going to have to like it's always going to feel like a chore, right? Allowing yourself to see, to feel, to know that this is a way for you to really heal and catch up to the present of like who you are. Because, like, honestly and totally fair, you're not the only one, right? But you're missing out on who you are in the most awesomest of ways, because it's like you're still seeing yourself in the past of what happened and what has led up to now, right? And you're like, I have so much lack in this area of my life, but in all actuality, there's so much peace and prosperity there as well. Yes, there might be lack as well. There's peace and prosperity for you to look at just the same in this situation. But it's like that maturity of allowing yourself to, yes, hear, see, acknowledge, love, appreciate the feeling that, yes, you do feel like you have lack in your life. Yes, there's scarcity in your life. Feel the disappointment, embrace it, embody it. Because when you embody it, it's not that you're going to have a worse time experiencing life. You're going to have a more embodied time experiencing life. It feels like it's like you're going to become what you feel like is worse, but in all reality, that's how you let it go. To let it pass through you, like a spirit passing through you, you know? Like something passing through you where you can't see it, but you can feel it pass through you. That's what it is to like let it go. And I'm getting that this time in the morning that you do, in terms of like having just you to focus on. This could be a really great opportunity experience for you. And I'm getting also at night too, however you choose, whenever you want this. But it's like in a time where you're just by yourself and just focusing on yourself. And it's where you can like really focus on all of you, all of your embodiments. And that's when you can allow all of the past pain to pass through you, like I was talking about, and come to terms with what has happened and with what is currently happening, and knowing that when you get to that point in the now, that's when you can change in terms of the future, for the day, for even the next hour, like whatever you want to do, right? It's up to you, right? Because it's literally your life. Like, you are the one in control. And it's you, baby. It's you, okay? So we have Stork, receive blessings and gifts. Bull, step forward. And activate psychic insight, owl. There's definitely this great, it's like a grand shift. Plate tectonic shift, am I right? Like, honestly though, the foundation of the continents, literally when the plate tectonic shifted, Is that what it is? I don't know. You know what I mean, okay? So way back when the earth was first created, the lands, the continents actually were, there were, I don't know if they were all like, it was all one big land, right? But something happened, right? Earthquake happened, something like that. And the land broke apart, right? And I'm guessing there's like water or something. And so the land moved apart, and that is what created the continents. So it's something about in your life right now, what you see, that wasn't originally how it was created, okay? So for you, the way you feel about yourself, originally you felt differently. And that's what needs to get, what we need to get shifting, what we need to get moving in order for outside what you really want to have happen, that money to come forward, those partners, those romantic partners, those friends, you know, the things that you really want to have happen with others, getting those jobs, getting like into that dream school, whatever it is, having that dream home, whatever it is outside, right? I'm getting that that will start to show as well when you start to really work on releasing the past in the present moment of every day and making it very casual, simple. You're on the toilet, you're brushing your teeth, you're taking a shower. The chores. I was talking about the chores earlier. It might have been in a different video. But basically, something about using some kind of way to get yourself back to the present moment, releasing the past, or releasing the focus in your mind, releasing the thoughts that are specifically of past matter, past people, what no longer is relevant in the now, what no longer is tangible in the now, what no longer is present in the now. Releasing focus on that, right? Doing this when you're doing some kind of chore. Okay, this is like a 2-for-1, okay? Like, you didn't know there was a sale when you needed toilet paper, but you're getting twice the amount of toilet paper that you need, okay, when you do this. Because there's something about how it's also, like for instance, if you're doing the dishes, right? You have to do the dishes just to keep the environment clean in terms of like physical cleanliness. There's also something about how it's going to be so incredibly like tuning in also when you do this to the spiritual, to the emotional, to the mental in the space that you do it as well, right? When you do this very casual, it's like you're catching and you're releasing, like it's like you're cleaning out a pool, an outside pool I'm getting, and you have this like pool net and you drag it around the pool and it catches all the leaves, the debris that gets in the pool. That's kind of like what you're doing for the day. And kind of imagine the pool is your emotional body, right? And this is allowing you to really strengthen and heal your emotional body, catch yourself up into the present so that you're also able to make those mature, wise decisions, like with the discernment and everything. Because eventually you're going to get to a place where you don't want to do this and it will feel like a chore, but that's where you have to take into account what really, like, who really is this for? It's for your past self, it's for your present self and your future self. It's also for the present environment of your community. Like, don't forget that when you heal yourself, you're also healing for your community as well. Like, you're healing for the world as well. You're helping the world become one as well when you become one and when you choose this. Because it is something about how you have to make those mature decisions. Like, you might not want to do the dishes, but you know, in terms of the maturity, this will save you a lot of grief, if you will, from postponing doing the dishes for like 2 weeks and letting them all pile up, right? When you get into the motion and not really making it a huge thing, like if you really don't feel like in the day kind of doing it for so long, don't do it for so long, right? But at least do it just once, right? Something about at least giving it an attempt every single day. That's all, right? And then being satisfied that you gave an attempt, right? And releasing that judgment of like performance, because I know that, I mean, personally for me, I deal with it, and that's something that I'm like, I'm not good enough today, so I'm not gonna do it today. I'm good enough every day, so I'm gonna be doing it every day, right? Something about allowing yourself to see that you are, it's something about you are worthy enough to see within yourself. You're worthy enough to see the strength, the beauty that maybe you do hear from other people, and they're like, you're so beautiful, yet you're still having a hard time connecting with seeing that within you. Something about it's like allowing you to see the compliments that you get from others, and something about appreciating, like feeling okay to appreciate these parts of you. Man, y'all, like there's a squirrel literally looking me dead in the eyes, eating a little nut. It's hearing me talk about it. Oh, I love squirrels. They're so fun. Anyway, so yeah, there's something about this process, like it's going to be a very incredible process, but it is a process. So you could think of it like a 30-day challenge, or however long you want it to. I would though recommend like going pretty how would I put it, pretty soft at first when you transition into this kind of like process of like you're catching the past feelings or ties that you feel in the present moment. You're like, oh, wait a minute, yeah, that already happened. Okay, let's release it, you know, take a deep breath, and you're like, okay, this is where I'm at. No big deal. NBD. I say it now. I use that acronym instead of LOL or FML. It's NBD, okay? FML to NBD. No big deal. FML, look it up. I won't say it. But that's the acronym that I used to say. Now I say NBD, baby, no big deal. But yeah, there's something about really like living life as if it's no big deal. The frustrations that you have been feeling, not saying that they're at all small, not saying and trying to minimize them, because they absolutely have as equal weight as the emotion, like the matter that makes you feel enlightened, right? The matter that makes you feel frustrated is of equal matter as much as the enlightened matter within you. All matter within you is as equal, and know that there is matter of other within you. I know you're like, excuse me? No. It's the conditioning that you had growing up. It's the telling you this is how you have to live life a certain way when you were like super young, you know, when you're influential, right? And you don't realize that you're being like influenced in this way, and that life isn't just how they said life is. Like there's so much to explore in life. You know, that's also one reason why things are different in life, is to explore, to get to know, to see in your eyes, right? Not in the eyes of another, but in the eyes of you. Like there's something so special for you to see, for you to know. And it's like, I'm getting it's like the start of something new. It starts from within you. Y'all, let's Dr. Seuss this out, you know? Like it's something where it's just letting the wind flow, right? If you ever like walk around and the wind flows and it like might mess your hair up, right? Don't rearrange your hair, just let your hair flow in the wind, you know, right? If you were going about your day and you have some kind of schedule and then you get interrupted, right, by another, instead of being frustrated, and I'm going to take note in this, instead of being frustrated, allowing yourself to use and observe the interruption as a way of, as a way of interpretation. There we go, right? In your own language, okay? You and the world interact in a way that no other person interacts. And it's something about you, and it's like your own responsibility to understand your own language of interaction and what it is that these interactions can tell you about what you don't know, that what you're sending out to and what you're like projecting out into the unknown, into the outside. Oh my gosh. Okay, yes, because this is going to be able to, right? If you're able to allow yourself to step back and observe the interruption, interaction, however you want to look at it, right? It's something about using what you observe and what you're like, oh, to use in the next day in terms of setting up the stage, in terms of setting up what you need to like be aware of so that you can have those desires literally tomorrow. It's like something about in today, whatever today is, whatever current moment it is key opportunity for you to observe, because it's like the world wants you to get what you want literally the next day. Literally the next day. And it's something about taking a step back and seeing from the eyes of being an observer now. And that's what that time in like the morning or night or whenever that you have just for yourself. And you're like, I know I'm not going to be distracted, right? You're doing the chores. You're on the toilet. You're washing your hands. You're brushing your teeth. Something about hygiene I'm getting. Like when you're doing a physical hygiene chore, whether it's for your house or whether it's for you, whether it's for your community, using that time to observe the day maybe before, maybe the week before, the time before, something about some kind of tangible time before, where it's realistic in terms of you can kind of match up like how you were feeling and what was going on so that you can kind of understand the connection of the whole picture. Because when it comes to using the past, it's really important to also be aware of what else was going on outside of you to also get key of reason why you might have been feeling a certain way. And that allows you to see more so, like in essence of like feeling overwhelmed in the past, for instance, like a random example, you like were feeling really overwhelmed in the past. you then take a kind of step back, think about it, and you realize that there were a ton of different people around, and it's not something for you to like feel bad about, right? Because there's something about in the past you felt certain ways. Like it's something about in the now you feel shame about yourself in the past, or you feel shame in the experiences of what you experienced in the past, and it's making you feel like you in the now, and you always are just like this really, like it's making you feel really bad about yourself. And I'm getting that it's something about if you're able to even observe the past as a way of realizing that what happened to you is not you. I literally have C.S. Lewis, an author, on. I really should check up on who this person is. At least an author, because I did check out a book of his at my local library. It says, "I am not what happened to me, I am what I choose to become." And it's something about, yeah, like you are the creator of your own palace, of your own fortune. And it's like releasing all these different conditional ties to you, and understanding that it's something about like getting into that full realization. I don't know if it's possible. I think it is. I mean, you are whole in these conditions, right? It's not that it's making you less whole, but it's like it's putting a veil over what you think isn't what makes you whole, makes you whole. Like people who told you these qualities about you that are authentic, and like you were just being yourself, and they were like something about what they told you about you being yourself and how it was like wrong or how it was like bad is actually them trying to, from their own feeling of bad about their own self and their own authenticity and their own uncomfortability, because it's like they wanted to convince you that you being your authentic self is what isn't okay. And it's like that whole mind game of like a bully, okay? When you're in school, you definitely will see bullies, people who inside are weak, okay? Their willpower is weak, right? If they were to be confronted with their own like mistakes and their own behaviors, they would react in way of immaturity, right? Something about you feel like you're immature, like you're childlike, like compared to someone else, you're less than in terms of maturity. And I'm getting that you aligning more with, yeah, more with affirming that you know you are mature, that you know what's up in life. Because I'm getting that these bullies, these naysayers of like trying to convince you who you are in life, being less than, that's the immaturity, interestingly enough. I'm seeing a woodpecker. Like something about this whole aligning with, wow, yeah, no, this is like the catch and release of letting go of past frustrations is something that is so mature. Like, that the bullies don't do, that the naysayers don't do, that those who tell you in terms of how to live life, it's something that someone who is in the whole tying oneself to, like tying one's identity to a situation, that's what is kind of happening, right? And it is immature because that's what's keeping the whole, like, how would I put it? That's what's having the repeated cycles happen. That's what's having the repeated patterns happen in your life, where you want and you desire these things to happen, and it is like they are happening, but there's something about understanding that the people that are trying to make you feel as though you are immature, as though how you're living life, how you're choosing to live life is incorrect. And there's something about, it's not them saying it to you, but it's the subconscious cues of, like, I'm getting something of like looks, like it's like something that, like, you can tell. I don't know how to explain it, except it's like this, like a sixth sense, an inner knowing. Like you can read their minds and you're like, I know just by your presence, okay, that there's something in terms of you want me to believe that I'm a certain way, right? That I am a certain type of individual so that you can feel satisfied, right? Because that's the whole thing, is when you listen to another in terms of living life and being like, how would I put this? In terms of, especially in terms of the interactions with others in life. And I'm so keeping note on this. Like, I see a bunny. I just saw a yellow butterfly drift on by. And throughout the video, I am seeing tiny little squirrels, right? There's something about when you choose to live your life, at least right now, choose to observe, right? And not, I'm getting identify with. There we go. That's it. Choosing to observe and not identify when it comes to what you hear, what you see, what you taste, what you smell, what you think, what you feel. There's something about how it's more so, this is for you to understand. More so, this is like a book, right? It's like a story for you to read, but you are observing outside of you, right? So you're like it's like a movie, right? But imagine the movie is a book, okay? And you're reading this book, and now you're like, what? But there's something about the whole observing, right? The whole trying to interact, do your daily stuff, do new stuff as well, and observing how it is that you feel inside of you. Observing how it is that you're like, yeah, the feelings. And then see where your thoughts are, right? And you're like, huh. Are you in a state of embodiment that you want to be in? Like, are you feeling in your current self something that you want to feel? If not, imagine a certain way, a certain method of releasing it. I just imagined in my mind putting it in some kind of catapult thingy, and like you having the strength of cutting the cord or releasing the catapult or whatever, so that the matter that's being released is like catapulted away from you, like fast, powerful, you know? Imagine it's like the superhero Flash, you know, the speed of light or whatever. I don't know, quicker than the speed of light, you know? Or like in those spaceships when they hydro boost or whatever out, or what do they do it? Oh gosh, it's like when they go super, super fast and they go through different dimensions in time. I don't know. But that's kind of what you're doing, really. Like, it's so interesting because the more that you let go of the past, the more you are essentially catching up to the present, and you're essentially time traveling. Like, it's so cool. And it's something where it's not happening in the present moment, but it's happening in the past. It's happening in the future. And it's from the present moment that it starts. And so it's like, yeah, you have an axe in your hand and you just chopped this string and it's going to send this matter away. And the thing also is, the less that you identify, okay, and so when I say that, I also mean caring about it. I know it might sound like when I say that, you're like, but I do care. You do, right? Absolutely, right? With love, right? When you send things away, when you let it go with love, right? And you're not saying that it's wrong for this to be here in the first place, or it's wrong to interact with it or to let it go, but you're more so just saying with love for the future of a stronger future, so that, you know, more you're included, everything is included, like, so that the future's with love. You send it off, you let it go, and that's it. When I said that, I'm getting some mess in the solar plexus chakra, y'all. And that is so associated with Leo, and it is associated with the sun as well, which we pulled. But yeah, there's something really incredible about not caring. No big deal. Like, it's no big deal that this energy caught, like, you are interacting with the energy, the matter that you're letting go. But I am getting that it's kind of also about losing someone, losing a job, losing love, losing a physical replication, a physical reflection of what love is. And I'm getting that letting go, it feels like you'll forget about this physical matter, like it'll never exist, but the beauty of it is it always will. The beauty is that anything of matter will always exist. It's the process of what what is alive and then what dies. Things that begin eventually have to end. And it's scary to let go when it comes to, especially like people, right? And you're like, or like jobs, right? Or like anything that allows you to, I'm getting something about, feel that stability of love, right? There's something about knowing that it's still there, always. It's never going to disappear. It will always be there. And it's choosing to handle the matter in a way where it feels good for you. There's something about allowing yourself to grieve in a way where it feels good for you. I didn't even think about this until just now, like, honestly, but I suppose we all can grieve in so many different ways, and it's by our choosing in the current moment, of whatever time of day. And it's the direction of what you want to do with the matter that stirs up those grieving wounds in your emotional body. I'm getting that your mental body is, it's like a lighthouse, right? It's something where you can, in the current moment, come to awareness. And I do this personally by like breathing. I love to do yoga, moving the physical body. And it's kind of like you're in pain, but it's like pain that makes you, like it keeps you awake, or like it keeps you awake sort of thing. Like not as startling as like throwing a bucket of water in your face when you're like in a state of like, but more so just allowing yourself to be like, it's all good. What we're feeling is not something that's going to, because there's something about not, for the future of the day, whatever day this is, for it to not be so controlled by the state of feeling that you're feeling in that moment of grief, right? But allowing yourself to come to terms with what has happened, what has ended, and realizing kind of what you need to do right now for the future, so you feel something other than grief, so that your grieving self can be a little more, I don't know, at peace, not really in the current moment. And we have couple guests around right now for our video. We got Leia. Leia, are you gonna say hi? This is Leia. She's moving, she's rocking the boat, bro. But maybe that's like what really this is like you're rocking the boat, right? But there's something about the process of like this is like allowing you to heal what it is that you are like stuck on in terms of grieving over. Because like a lot of awesome things are created in life from states of loss, right? And it's about seeing, but you have to like really have a strong connection to your current self and trusting your current self with with the future. Yeah. All for love, y'all, all for love. And know that like what in terms of has died, who has died, know that their existence is still around in different ways. And it's when you're able to, especially in those grieving moments, look towards embracing with love, right? What it is that frustrates you. Looking to embrace it with love. Being like, you know what? Yes, I feel this. I see this. I know this. You are of importance to frustration, to matters of grief within me. And then letting it go. Like a leaf falling from the tree, right? each season the trees sprout new leaves and then they fall at the end of the season. Well, seasons, I guess. The year, I suppose. And that's kind of what you're doing. This is your process, if you will, of life, existence of life, like a memory bank almost. And not saying that your bank is like almost full, right? I totally get it. It's like a rain bucket outside catching the rain from the storms. And there's something about allowing yourself to release the water of the storm, from the storm, into like a garden. Like chores, right? So like you be doing like dishes, right? And you be working through your grief, y'all. And it's through the acceptance, like, okay, this is what we're dealing with today. What we dealt with yesterday and all days before that are no longer relevant matter. We're going to obviously see what's up in terms of how it's interacting with our present day, right? And our present matter. But the future and the past, we be looking at so pretty, we be inspired, but being tied to and identified with, no. Yeah, Leia's doing a good job also, because there are flies, y'all, trying to come in and be like up in the video, you know what I mean? But Leia's doing a great job protecting. She's like, not on my watch. That's right, Leia. I love her little chirps. It's so cute. It's funny because my name's Leah and her name's Leia. I've never had my name and a cat's name be so similar, but I love it. Like, I hope more people name their cats after, like, you know, Leah. Like, please, if you're gonna have a pet or children, name anything, please name it Leah. Thank you. Okay, anyway, so that is the reading. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you appreciate the time and energy spent here, because it's your ancestors, it's my ancestors, it's my spirit team, it's your spirit team, it's the divine, it's me, it's you. Know that this is really important, very important information for your healing. It's going to be really awesome in the future when you get to a place in a space where you will see it, what you're doing. Like, this is for you. I'm very excited to see for you what's up in the future. Thank you so much for spending your time and your energy also. I really appreciate it. Your authenticity is like a rock star. You be like a rock star, alright? And I can't wait to see what you bring to the table when you get to discovering more of that rock star self and showing it. Because, like, there's no one, you don't need to prove yourself to anyone. You are worthy enough because you are a rock star, alright? Yeah, like you are a rock star. AC/DC, like Rockstar Hall of Fame, baby. You be the first person up there. It's like just you, okay? Because look at you. It's your life, baby. Show them what you can do, because you can be doing so much. I know you be doing so much. That's within you. Yeah. Woo! Alright. You're gonna see me in the future, and I'm gonna see you in the future. We'll have another fun video together. Until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.